These are the grammar notes for Futato chapter 16. There aren't many of these, but they're important, so let's jump into them. Chapter 16 in Futato was about possessive suffixes. Now, if you read the chapter or looked at the overview, you know that there are certain suffixes that get translated in a singular way, like his, her, my. Again, the referent is only one person. And there are suffixes that get added to nouns that are translated plurally, if that's a word, like their or our. So what I did was break them apart, and again, the chapter is only about suffixes that go on singular nouns, so we're going to focus only on that. That's all we've had. There'll be a later chapter about plural nouns and the suffixes they take. And I'm going to use sus, the masculine singular noun. The endings are the same even if you have a feminine singular noun, like if we had sus-a. The only difference would be is that the he in sus-a would change to a t, a tav, and then you'd add the suffix. So I'm not going to be redundant. I'm just going to use sus and then give you the suffixes. You just need to memorize the suffixes. So if we have sus and then we add a suffix, and here are the suffixes that get translated in a singular way. There's o, a, ka, final kaf, and then e, the final yod here. So when you add that, the suffix to the noun, let's go through what we get. We've got sus-o. Okay, there's our suffix. It's the third masculine singular suffix, and you would translate his horse because it's masculine. Third feminine suffix, sus-a. Okay, third feminine suffix, her horse. Sus-ka. Second masculine singular suffix, your horse. So final kaf with the comets inside. And you also have sus-ake. Also final kaf, but in this case you have the shava inside. So sus-ake, second feminine singular suffix, and you translate it the same way as the other second person, your horse. And then sus-e, first common singular suffix is this yod, and it's translated my horse. So what about the suffixes that get translated plurally? These are in this column right here. Am, an, kem, ken, enu. So let's see what we get. Sus-am is the third masculine plural suffix, and we would translate their horse. You see the plural translation with the noun. Sus-an is third feminine plural, same translation as the masculine though, their horse. Sus-kem, second masculine plural, your horse, and kem should be familiar by now. This is also the same thing that you get for second masculine plural verb ending. So kem should be very familiar. Ken, sus-ken, is the feminine plural of the second person equivalent. Same translation, your horse. And then sus-enu, first common plural suffix, our horse. So here's your table for the singulars. On feminine singular nouns, notice, again, I'm not going to go through all of them, be redundant. The suffixes are the same, except you have sus-at as your base. So susa, the feminine singular form for a female horse, singular female horse, the he becomes a t, susat, and then you add the suffix. So susato, susata, susatka, so on and so forth. So you have the translation there. And again, the same thing with the plurals. All right? Base form ending with t with the suffix. Again, they're singular nouns, but the suffix is plural. And in this case, we have feminine noun. So that's what you need to memorize. Memorize the suffixes for this chapter, and you'll be just fine. That's the end of the video.